Hey, how's it going? It's your boy Turnip. This is my first commentary I've ever done, so welcome to the ride. It's gonna be a pretty interesting one today. We're up against Becky's father and Becky's cousin on the docks. Me and BigHugMonster, one of the OG Halo Wars gods. If
All units.
never played this game before, which how could you not? I mean, it's probably one of the all-time greatest RTS ever created, am I right? That's what I'm talking about. Let's get some hype going. So I start off, I try to take their resources, you know, standard play. I see Hugs coming in to help me, and okay. He's trying to take me out here, but we're not having that. We're gonna just we're gonna shoot him down here, do some good micro, get around those warthogs there. I'm gonna keep kind of pressuring them and building on my expo here. If you've never played Definitive Edition, 2s is probably my favorite. I've always loved playing 2v2s. Me and my friends usually had the best luck back in the OG days when it was on the 360. Yeah, so here we're just kind of taking the map over. The Forge Expo, which I think was incredibly dumb on their half, seeing as they have a cutter. The cutter gets the upgraded base, which it just makes no sense why they would do it that way. So shout outs to those guys for trying something new. Yeah, just kind of blew my mind when I saw that. So I was like, okay, this one's in the bag. But yeah, you'll see what happens eventually. So yeah, I'm just kind of fiddling around, really waiting for this, waiting for my base to get built, get my Arbiter out, start putting some early pressure on. I didn't take these guys too seriously at first. I thought they were kind of just scrubs. This was a random queued game too. I didn't party up with Big Hug at all. Just kind of found him in the lobby, and I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Let's play. Yeah, I almost got my temple up. I like to go temple last when I expo raid as Covenant. I feel it starts me out with a pretty good eco, especially with Arbiter. I have a lot of money to rage with after.
Complete.
And I've kept my ghost alive this long, so you know,
Local units.
that's pretty good. And my goal, yeah, my poor little ghost just gets gets pounded right there. It's double teamed.
All units.
I think Covenant definitely the strongest in the beginning. So as you can see, Hug is sending his godly prophet over to their side right now. You definitely want to push in this situation, especially because the Forge took the expo. You can get that base kill pretty easily because they don't have the upgraded base right away. But yeah, I just tried to go a little hall rush. Probably could have done some stuff better. Maybe just upgraded my pads in the meantime. But yeah, you can see he's putting the fear of God into them already by being over there, taking their money. Oh, and they have a very quick depot coming up too, so we definitely got here just in time.
No mercy.
Warehouse upgraded.
Yeah, and the turret's coming up too. Okay.
I am chosen.
Yes, boss?
Local units.
Yeah, kind of get just a mix of everything really to keep the pressure on at this point. Trying to drop this base as soon as I can. Really.
Yes, boss?
Local units. Local units.
Upgrade some pads and getting back into the game. He's got some hogs coming over. He's probably going over to camp my lift. That'd be the smart thing to do, rather than try to fight this. Get the leaders, the Covenant leaders, to recall. Then you can pick off the units back at home. But I don't think they really have much units. So generally, in higher level play, playing against really good people, they'll be at your base with hogs right now, shooting down pads, or basically blocking the lifts. That's what you want to do in the situation when you get double rushed. Try to get one of them to recall and just basically split them up.
Local units.
Yeah, this all rush is going pretty unopposed right now. We're just tearing bungholes hard over here.
Local units. Local units.
I'm like, it's easy. We got this in the bag. We weren't communicating at all. We just kind of went off
Local units.
intuition of what the other was doing.
Warehouse upgrade.
I never met him before, but I feel like we have that bond, you know.
Local units.
I could just kind of tell what we were gonna do because,
Local
you know,
units.
he's the prophet. We went random all, but
I am here.
you know, we were lucky enough to have the prophet on our side, so you know, we really got the upper hand on that one. But yeah, everything's going well. It just looks like he's getting kind of
I'll bring them down.
attacked at his main, but you know, I'm not worried. I'm just over here chilling, gonna rage this tank down. You know, it's just another day of playing wars, right? That's what I was thinking.
Complete.
Yeah, just one tank down, boom,
Local units.
easy peasy.
No mercy.
Seems like, oh yeah, this is gonna be good. Oh, he's getting air pad up, you know, no big deal. I'm thinking I'm fine. You know, let's just have some fun.
Local
Okay,
units.
well, that hurts. And he's got another tank out there. And then Hugs actually recalled, I think, so I'm kind of over by myself now. He went back to
Local
fight
units.
I am here.
fight those
Warehouse
Grenadier
complete.
Hogs off.
Local units.
Which, I mean, I can't blame him. I think they were doing a little bit of base damage. I didn't see. I think he dropped a pad. Yeah, I'm going to try to deny this
Local
vehicle
units.
depot, get those tanks stopped producing, because he is on just one base right now.
Local units.
I
Power
think that's his. Nope, he's got two tanks. Oh, and they de-bombed me. So this is basically over now. And
Local
I'm like,
units.
see ya.
I am chosen.
Deuces, dog.
I am chosen.
Local units.
But yeah, I'm just basically wasted. Like, oh,
Local units.
no, I was checking if there was an expo
Local
there. Here we go.
units.
Try to keep him on
Citadel
one base as
upgrade complete.
long as possible. Get a
Local units.
eco boost.
Citadel upgrade
And
complete.
where I really messed up here,
I am chosen.
Local units.
you'll see it in a second. I should have put a shield on this base. Right here.
As you wish. No mercy.
I think that would have been a way better idea, just to keep me a little more, especially since I don't have any units out right now,
Local units.
which is bad. I kind of do that sometimes. I'll just get in the focus of really keeping the pressure on them,
I am here.
Local
or
units.
just kind of upgrading my arbiter and upgrading pads.
Local units.
Or as this map, I feel, you know,
Local
getting
units.
some units out might have been more
Local
beneficial.
units.
Kind of help fight and defend.
I am here.
Local units. Summit complete.
Hugs, he's going balls deep. He has no shield on. He's
Local
just
units.
that good. He knows he's not worried about it.
I am here.
Local units.
He's got no fear. He's over there
Local
clearing
units.
bases, you know, just doing his thing.
I am here.
Local units.
And I'm like, yeah, it's a good idea, bro. Let's
Local
just
units.
get some unshielded bases. And you know, there I go.
Age of Doubt.
See ya.
Research.
Can't really stop that one. So I realize, oh shit, they are probably coming. So I think I DQ that pad. No. Like, I need my arbiter. That's what I said. Well, let's see. What did I do here? Oh yeah, I got Tech 2.
Warehouse complete.
Fairly good. And yep, I'm like, okay, oh yeah. Whoops. Hey everybody. It's like, welcome. It's just an open field here. Can't really stop this. I'm like, oh great, I've got one vampire building, an arbiter, and Hugs has, you know, I think tier 2 prophet coming over.
Shield generator
But yeah,
complete.
let's see how this turns out.
Shield generator complete. All units.
At once.
And he gets macked, and he's gone of there, folks. He's out of the
All
park.
units. All units.
Arbiter here. I will.
And the tier 1 units are just swarming in.
I will.
And Arbiter's back, but yeah, let's see what I can do. My amazing ability to press Y is really helping out. I have no money, so I'm poor, and I make poor decisions with my money in this game. Should have just picked those crates up there while I was at it. Maybe I could afford to
All
rage.
units.
There's still Hugs is back now. He's gonna help me out. I'm gonna get this tank, get that health back. Arbiter is so strong against tanks too, especially non-power turret tanks. If they don't have their D-bombs, I mean, you can just eat them alive. You
All
can
units.
really just melt tanks. If your micro is good and you can just dodge shots and dodge cannies, you can still do so much damage with a good upgraded Arbiter. But yeah. Becky's cousin's building air. So yeah, I'm gonna try to just counter with
Shield
some
generator
vamps.
complete.
And I think my mindset was, oh well, I'll make hunters too. So
Warehouse
I don't know why I built 2 halls, but you live and you learn.
Ready.
Just
Local
checking to see
units.
what buildings he has, see if he's on Tech
Enemy
3 yet.
engagement.
If you didn't know that, by the way, you can click on the and I'm like, okay, let's go in. But yeah, if you didn't know that, you can click on the reactor and you can see what tech level they are. Same for the Covenant Hall. Yeah, I'm gonna rage these guys down here. They're pretty weak, so some free health.
All complete.
And I'm just going hard, as I always do. I'm trying really hard here, trying
Local
to
units.
destroy all the Wolverines. Those are going to be a reoccurring theme
I am chosen.
in this game. Wolverines.
I am chosen.
Local units.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check now, see if they got other expos. Hugs is getting some. He's got boost banshees. It
All
looks
units.
like pretty good, and I was kind of doubting him
Local
right
units.
here. I was thinking, well, I've already got vampires, so they're building
Local units.
Wolverines right now. Is it really smart to build another air unit that they can just build more Wolverines with? So that was my thought process of what was happening here. He was just clearing that. I'm just kind of
Local units.
gliding through there.
I am here.
Local units.
As you wish.
Enemy engagement. Local units.
And then, here I go. I'm going to save the day. And
Warehouse complete.
yeah, I just raging away and,
Spiteful rage.
good times.
research.
Help.
Vampire.
And there's another, and I get RB glitched.
Ready.
All
Yep,
units.
right over the middle there.
All units.
Another one of my smart decisions I've had this game. I mean, he was pretty dead, but
All
it
units.
always is always wonderful when that happens. He just
All
falls off a
units.
cliff. And Hug has a 1-star flying prophet. Literally God among us, God tier. Just chilling, basically,
All
floating
units.
around. Probably one of the most OP characters in the game. I think he has repeating cannon, so he's on Tech 2. Tech 2 Banshees, I'm assuming by this point. He's just going to kind of go
All
wreak havoc.
units.
And I'm going to try to
Warehouse
build some
upgrade.
units. I don't know what I've been doing in this game. I've just kind of been
All units.
doing nothing really, except
All units.
destroying a few Wolverines.
All units.
And there they are. There goes my vampire.
Warehouse
So my army's back
upgrade.
to 0. And I realize that they're all going over there, so I'm like, okay. Maybe I'll just go all in on those vamps now. And he gets a great catch here. Takes out Yellow's Expo. If we would have let that go, they would have probably got a little bit more of a lead on us. So that's good.
Warehouse upgraded.
Yes.
All units.
Ready. Vampire, loaded up.
Enemy
Yeah, Hug's
engagement.
basically doing what you should be
All
doing
units.
with Banshees right now. He's just harassing. He's using the mobility of the Banshees to his advantage. And I am using my Arbiter to the disadvantage right now. Just throwing them into, masses of armies. Well, I mean, not right here at this point in time, but I do fly into the D-Bomb, which, not a great move by me. They do something really, really smart here, too. They just D-Bomb in front of my base, and there's basically nothing I can do. I don't have anything I can fight that with. Neither does he, because he can't fight all that anti-air, so they're just going to shred this base down. Well, alrighty. You caused this one yourself, so let's watch as my beautiful base is destroyed. I try to get some resources by self-destructing these buildings here. But, I ended up just supply glitching because I remembered that this isn't Halo Wars 2, and I can't just do that because you will actually supply glitch yourself. So that's great. And yeah, my army that hasn't gone over 5 units is trying to defend this. My 3 vampires. 4.
Base under attack.
They do a surprising amount of damage if you just let them needle. I know I didn't upgrade to stasis, which I really should have, because I have a lot of money saved up right now. I really should have been, spending that stuff, but there's a second D-Bomb. Second D-Bomb, and I am just boned at this point.
All units.
There's nothing I can really do to fight that. So I think I just send my vamps out to help him at this point. But if you never played this game, D-bombs, those little glowing things, they stop all powers. So I can't use my Arbiter at all. And they stay there for a long time too. I think it's a minute and 45 seconds. Like a minute and a half. But it's a long time, so I'm just like, I need a base. And Hug's doing some work over there. He basically carried this game. We'll see. We'll see what happens. It's a pretty interesting game to watch. Doing my thing, just getting carried. Happens. Happens sometimes. Just get wrecked like that. If they drop 2 D-bombs on you, hey, it's alright. Just gonna let them, rather than self-destruct it, I'd just rather them sit there a little bit longer. Have Hugs get a little more base damage on that expo while they're destroying mine, because mine's pretty much, there's no way I can save it at this point. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. Just kind of chilling like a villain, getting my 2 expos up. I don't know if it was wise to go 2 expos or just try to really save 1. See, I just got shreked there. I don't know if it would have been better if I just went Temple than Shield. I mean, maybe not, because they would have just done the same thing they did. So there goes that. I got the 1 building. I'm really not looking good. It's not looking good, folks. Hugs is still pushing in. He's doing a really good job with his Banshees. That's exactly what you should be doing. He's on Tech 3, by the way, for the Flying Prophet. And I think he has Sacrifice, too. He went massive eco. They didn't. I'm surprised they didn't just push his main, because he had no shield on that. But they decided to come back and defend, I think, because I think if they would have just pushed his main, that would have been it. Like, he had no shield on it. I don't even think they checked it. So I don't know what happened there. I think he has some turrets up that kind of stopped him. But if they all would have just mained those turrets down, they would have been good.
Base under attack.
yeah, I'm frantically looking for a base because, you know, I'm worthless and I'm trying to stay in this game, really. Sell that. And Hugs is looking for a base for me. I was about to grab that one. But boom. I'm out. Out of the game. GG. Or is it? We'll have to see. So, yep, I got Shrek'd with a capital S. Basically got wiped out. Not a better way to say it, really. He's doing his thing. Microing like a god. Being everywhere at once. Not really letting them get more expos, because right now Yellow is also hurting. Yellow has no main. Yellow has no main. Green has 2 bases. 2 bases. I don't think he has volley on those, so those might be Tech 1 Wolverine still. It could be Tech 2. But yeah, Hugs is just getting... He's getting attacked on kind of all fronts right now. I really liked how he built turrets. I know in Halo Wars in this game especially don't want to build turrets, but these units are kind of really weak on their own. So the turrets may not seem like they do a whole lot, but they every bit helps, you know, if you're 1v2ing somebody, especially with a Prophet, might be like the most, I mean, he is the most probably OP leader in this game, but still, you know, every little bit helps, and he even got the upgrade on him, so he's on medium turrets now. Their biggest thing is they're not fighting what's actually hurting them, so they're just getting whittled away while they're getting shot up and they're shooting down paths. And yeah, Sacrifice Banshees just put in work. They can easily fight Wingman Hornets and fight Tech 1 Wolves too. But yeah, there's my my graveyard over here. He's double pumping. He's got a full base. He's just loaded. He's got such a good eco right now too, especially for Covenant, you know. But yeah, he's just really playing well. He's putting his units in both spots. He's got all those red bar wolves. I thought he could have maybe got some extra damage here. Just he picked off all those red bars, like 1, 2, 3, basically almost dead Wolverines. Every little bit counts, you know. Every month, every bit of supply you spend, it all adds up. Everything you take out is a win. Yeah, that turret just puts in so much work. Another thing, he backed off here. I think he really could have killed that, and would have. Why he backed off? But he definitely could have killed that thing, and would have half the damage off of his units. Because that's definitely just gonna come back to hurt him. You know, he just keeps trying to juke him out, shoot the turret out, but he's gonna die to it. He's just a one-man army here. I still had a lot of fun in this game too. It was really, it's kind of cool to watch him play. Checking around. If you hadn't noticed, in the west end of the map he took another expo, and he's just kind of going all over the place. He's really positioning himself well. He's getting on all sorts of the sides of the map so he can recall, and he's basically taking bases that so they can't anymore. So this is Yellow's last base, I believe, too. This is why they're just hardcore defending it. I didn't agree with this right here. I don't think he had enough to really challenge them. But yeah, I think his units are pretty low right now too. So he's just kind of consolidating, getting a shield up. That's what I should have done, honestly, on my expo. And he is, yep, just checking this base out. He's on Tech 3 now. Well, he always was, what am I thinking? He has been building Wolverines forever, so he's obviously been on Tech 3. But yeah, these Wolverines are also made of paper mache as well. They just die in like 3 shots from a Prophet. Granted, he is fully upgraded 1 star, which really helped out this game. So, perfect. Like, he's just where they aren't. That's what you want to do. You know, so many people just blindly throw their units into the fray, but he's positioning his Banshees where the Wolverines aren't, and then boom, he got the damage done, and he just boosts away. Boosts right over the wall. Really smart. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't think Yellow was building any more infrastructure. I think he was just, my theory, he's just funneling money to Green, because he was just stacking pads. I don't know what he was doing. He wasn't building any tech or anything, so. I don't know if you can send money, though, if you don't have a reactor. I might be wrong. Somebody tell me if I'm wrong. Yeah. Tries to push him here. Which, I mean, it's a valiant effort, but I don't think that he can fight these. He has to just sack these Banshees into him to get him off his base, because he's got nothing really else to defend him with. Except the Prophet. He's getting another turret up, and a haul as well. It's a very interesting move. Getting some hunters on the field. I love the hunters too. I think they're such a fun unit to use. They're a little tricky to use in Halo Wars 1. I feel that you have to be really kind of it's all about positioning. Like, you can't just walk your hunters across the map. You know, it's just going to take them way too long to get there. With the Prophet's mobility, it really makes Prophet way more viable. Unless somebody has 1 vampire. It's basically the only weakness. If you see 1 vampire in your Prophet, you might as well just start up A. You know, take 1 for the team right there, because you're not really doing much when that happens. But yeah, the Prophet's just chilling in his chair. Yellow still has his base. Green's still on 1 base. And yeah, Hug is on 3. Hug is on 3 base, which is very good in a 2v1 especially. Outbasing them, so he's definitely making more money than them right now. Yeah, those Wolverines, I mean, they're pretty powerful, but they can't keep up with Banshees. And Yellow, again, I don't know what he was doing with all this money he was making. I don't know if you can just flick it over to him. I feel like I should know that. I don't know why I am blanking on that. But he doesn't have any other units. And he's just not doing anything with this base. So I was very surprised when I saw this. He has hunters, and I'm like, wow, he's got Spirit Bond. That's pretty good. You know, that's definitely going to fight all this stuff off. Spirit Bond's very strong. And I'm like, holy smokes. Assault Beam. What can this guy do? Oh my gosh. Literally, Assault Beam just shreds anything vehicle. And he doesn't even give a rip. He's just 2v1ing him. Hugs is a god. Literal old god. Can successfully 2v1 somebody with the Prophet. But yeah, basically sitting on the base right now. Assault Beam does a really good amount of base damage too. And not much they can really do to push this off. Trying valiantly to volley them down. Don't think that's gonna work. He did just get dual launchers also. It was a good try. But yeah, it's really hard if you're just playing double UNSC to try to stop Covenant Air, because you know, wolves, they're pretty good, but they just don't have a lot of mobility in tight corners like this. The Banshees can just boost away, and where vampires can actually freeze them. It's a way better option. And oh, he barely saves that guy too. That 1-star Prophet never died this whole game. That really helped him out too. And Becky's father and Becky's cousin, they tap out. They tap out, and they fought well, but that was an awesome game. He wrecked them. Yeah. Hey, if you guys like this vid, give me a sub. I'm gonna try to make more videos like this. A lot of Halo Wars content. Yeah. I know it's a dead game, but I still love it, so I'm gonna do it anyways. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. Peace out. Yeet.